coming for the boat. Big break. Oh, I missed him. The Sapphire Coast of New South Wales has to be one of the most spectacular coastlines in all the country, and it was great to return there with fellow Ballarat Fly Fishing Club member and friend Craig Coltman. 30 years ago, I lived in the area and used to travel regularly down along the coast there, chasing bonito and striped tuna off the rocks, and it was great to be back 30 years later, just revisiting some of the old haunts. On this trip, the bream were a little bit quiet. We probably worked them out by about the second last day, which wasn't a huge help, but they're definitely around these racks, and even as the oyster workers are working in the mornings on their farm harvesting, the bream come right in amongst them in the murky water. So never discount fishing the muddy water, but for us it was more a case of seeing the bait fish hiding up on top of the racks at the full tide, but then as the tide dropped and they became more exposed and couldn't sit on top of the racks, that's when the action started and the bream started to feed. So using a floating or an intermediate line to get the fly over the shallow water, and particularly trying to retrieve the fly just under the rack where the bait fish was sitting so that the bream could ambush them, was a lot of fun. Seeing any fish feeding on bait fish is always exciting. However, amongst the racks is another element of danger, and that is that the bream, as soon as they're hooked, charge straight back under the rack, and that can spell disaster for your fly gear. Not just from a lost fly from busting off, but more importantly, with fly lines so expensive, you can shred a fly line on oysters within a couple of seconds. When the action starts, it's best to take a deep breath and trust your own experience and judgment and get the fly straight onto the fish. There's no time to be mucking around. These fish are voracious, they're moving around, and as you see here, they're all over the place.
Green. Oh, look at him go. Yep. Oh, it's a flatty, that one. I was after brim and I get a flatty. Get the dog. Get out of there.
Fishing the southern New South Wales estuaries, you're never far away from lovely fresh oysters, and Broadwater Oyster Farm is certainly one of the great places to stop in and get some lunch. There's always something to see when you're out and about in the boat, and it's a great spectacle, not just the fishing, but also the bird life and just the scenery is just absolutely magic.
Windows down, scattered clouds, smell of spring outside. Open road, you sitting close. Let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine. I'll be just fine. Heading for the western shore, while the sun it slowly fades. Days are full, and I'll spend them with you. Let's go somewhere far away. 'Cause if all I have is you, then I'll be just fine.
Part of this fishing trip was to catch as many species on fly as we possibly could, and these estuaries certainly give you that opportunity.
Look at the buggers. There's some salmon. Yep.
Early in the morning on Pambula Estuary, it was just great to see schools of salmon, and good sized salmon, some of them, pushing the bait fish up towards the surface. They'd ball them up and then smash them and then disappear completely as they move through. Sometimes under the boat we just had just a whole school of fish moving through. It was quite a sight, and early on we fished poppers on the surface and they would seem ready to take those, and then we'd go back to the intermediates and strip hard.
Oh, take it, you bastard! Here we go. Here we go.
When the salmon appeared up on the surface, you had to get your fly out there quickly.
Yep.
He's on.
He's on, all right.
Shadow of the boat. Love.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a bust up. Good sized ones as well, maybe Taylor.
On this trip, there was no doubt that the run-out tide seemed to be the time when the fish came on. I think a lot of this is probably because, a bit like when fishing mangrove systems, the bait fish on the dropping tide moved out from the cover of the oyster racks in this case and dropped over into the deeper channel. This is where the salmon seem to be patrolling and looking for their opportunity to prey on the bait schools.
Fuck. There you go. Oh, nice little salmon. And look at that. Cracker.
The salmon we caught, whether off the beach or in the estuaries, all seemed to be in absolute top condition. Lovely thick fish that fought really, really hard. This one in particular gave me the runaround for a good 10 minutes and only just got to see him right at the end as he came up towards the net, and with the fly unfortunately pulling out, so we never really got a good look at him, but he was certainly in that 5 to 6 pound class. Fishing in about 5 to 6 meters of water with a rapid sink line, this fish actually took the fly on the paws, which was unusual because usually you're stripping pretty hard for them, but I was expecting to actually attract a flatty with that sort of retrieve.
Come on. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Unless it's a big trevally. No, I think it's a salmon. Salmon. Could be a big tail. That's a salmon. They got some sting in them. Tell you what, my wrist. Gone.
In the evening, we would fish off the local beaches, and there's some superb gutters, managing salmon on fly as well as on lures.
That's a good eating salmon trout.
Really?
Sorry, if you want him for eating.
Yeah, let's try one tonight.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good size.
Whilst both Craig and I are both mad keen fly fishers, and especially for trout, but also for saltwater species, at the end of the day, it's actually quite nice to relax by doing something different after you've been casting your arm off all day. It's nice to flick either lures with light line, or as Craig was doing here with his 50-year-old fiberglass rod, a bit of a nostalgic moment, bringing that out whilst it was heavy. He caught salmon after salmon, and I think a bit of a kick to relive some old days.
No, it's terrific fishing. So there's the school out there. Just see the dark shape. You may see the fish in this wave. No, they're just behind that wave. You may see them in this one. Craig's into one. He's got one. Let's see whether we can find one there. That's about where the school is. I reckon I was bang on it. Yep, that's the school. You can see that black mass. Yep, now we're on. Yep, good fish. They're all good fish. Oh, see about there. Probably see them in the wave here. This is where you often lose fish, right there. But he's here somewhere. He's going. Might be able to bring him up on this wave. No, he's going. Got to use the wave to your advantage. Trouble is, this is where I'll bring him up again, and that should do him. Now that is one fat salmon. That's a lovely salmon. That's what you really call a good salmon. And that'll, look at that for a cracker. Fresh salmon, light gear. Really good fish. We'll get him back into the surf where he belongs, if I can catch him. Best way is probably to roll him back in and flip him. That wave will take him out. There we go. Go like the wind. Wrong way. That's it. Now he's right. Here he goes. There he goes. Beautiful. How good is that? I'm turning here and Craig's into another one. That's a good tailer. That is a good tailer. Sorry? That's a good tailer, isn't it? Look at that. Whee! Hey, 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 hey. That's a cracking tailer. Good, beautiful, fat, perfect release. Lovely fat tailer. Magnificent.
Salmon were a lot of fun in the evening, but it was really the estuaries during the mornings that were providing the interesting fishing, and flatties were one fish in particular that seemed very obliging to take the fly, as well as Craig was fishing quite a bit with soft plastics and having a lot of luck.
Place your bets on us and get your money and If you can't catch the feeling, then get out the way. I've been reeling and fish from the lake. They keep saying I'm down to earth, but I'm really out of space. All these women aliens, super foreign, so exotic, hopping the Mercedes Benz. And I got them crushing like ice pouring the bub. It's overflowing on us, you drop it, then pick it up. I think I'm falling in love, but shawty, this isn't what you probably thinking it was. It's a vibe out, cooling it for the weekend and such. You gon' find out once you come on and bring me that up. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it.
Floody?
Don't know yet.
Not floody.
On the full tide in the evening as it was building, it was great fun catching little pinkies and all other manner of species. We actually set off to catch as many sort of different fish in the system as we could on fly on this trip. And I think in all we caught 9. The only one we didn't get on camera was a flounder that Craig caught on fly. But even a stingray, which quite unbelievably took the dropper of the 2 fly setup that I was using. And it was the smaller of the 2 flies, and he took it right in the corner of his mouth, which was amazing. Put up a pretty good fight. I thought I was into a big flatty, but not to be. It was a stingray, and he was released with a bit of caution over the side of the boat and put up a good fight. small chopper were about in the system, and they're always good fun on a fly. They fight very well for their pound for pound, and readily take a fly. And quite a way up the river, this one was taken, and good fun. Good fun. Bit like salmon, but can live up to their name of chopper and bite you off because they do have very sharp teeth.
Nice one.
One of the species that I've never caught on fly is a luderick, and whilst they're prolific throughout these estuaries, I'd never really targeted them. They usually take a seaweed fly, which is can be tied pretty simply, just with green material that's sort of a bit scruffy and looks like a small bit of seaweed that's been dislodged on the current. And however, on this occasion, I was fishing for brim, and I was using a clicker or a sort of prawn type pattern, and it took just like a brim and fought not quite as hard, but pretty solid and dogged fight, and certainly a very sporting fish and a beautiful looking fish. So I was very pleased to get this one in the net and have a good look at it before returning it. What a lovely way to finish what had been a memorable trip to south coast of New South Wales. Stunning autumnal weather, great company, and certainly just what fly fishing's all about. And I look forward to the next one.